Okay, so welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. We will start with the prayers which are on my screen. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana
ज्ञानतिमरन्दस्य
Chakshuranmilitam Yena
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
Tasmai Shri Gurave
चक्षुरुन्मीलितं
Namaha
येन तस्मै
Shri
श्रीगुरवे
Chaitanya
नमः
Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena
श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं
Bhutale
स्थापितं येन
Swayam
भूतले
Rupa
स्वयं
Kadamayam Dadati
मह्यं ददाति
Swapadantikam
स्वपदान्तिकं
Vandeham Shri Guroho Shuktapadakamalam Shri Guru
गुरुगुरुनां
Vaishnavamsha
वैष्णव्यां च
Shri Rupam
श्रीतं
Sagrajatam Sahagana
नतं
Raghunathambitam Tam
सद्गुणरघुनाथान्वितं
Sajivam
तं सजीवं
Sadvaitam Savaduttam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri
श्री
Radha Krishna Dance Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanta Tamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jarpate Gope Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishnudanasati Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vaibhava Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita
श्री
Gadadhar
अद्वैत
Shivasari
गदाधर
Gaura
श्रीवासादि
Bhaktivinoda
गौरभक्त
Hare Krishna
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
कृष्ण
Hare Hare
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे
Hare
राम
Ram
राम
Ram
राम
Ram Hare
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण
um, so we were discussing chapter 14 three modes of material nature and we are going through very interesting three modes uh, mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Sattvagun, Rajagun, and Tamagun. Right? So we were in verse number 6. Okay. So last time we did this, material nature consists of three modes: goodness, passion, ignorance. Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. When Jiva comes in contact with this, he gets different types of bodies, he gets different type of inclination, mind, intelligence. Okay, and then he acts like that. He starts acting like those what the modes are forcing him to do. He is acting like that. Now we are in human body. Okay, in human body we can follow dharma. We can have a greater determination, a greater consciousness uh, to overcome these modes, to overcome these modes. Okay, so that's why this study of this for human being is very important. For animals it is rather difficult. If they are in certain mode they will always remain in that mode, but human beings can transcend, go from one mode to another, like that. Animals may find it difficult, but for human beings we will see how we can move from one mode to another, how we can utilize it, and we can be on the path of dharma towards liberation, towards spiritual life, like that. Okay, so let's go into verse number 6. Tatra sattvam निर्मलात्वत् प्रकाशकम अनामयम सुख संगेन बध्नाति ज्ञान संगेन चानघ. O sinless one, the mode of goodness being purer than others is illuminating, is free from all sinful reactions. Those situated in that mode become conditioned by the sense of happiness and knowledge. So this sattva gun is purer, as the name suggests. Good, it is good. Among the three modes, this is good. It is illuminating. Illuminating means what? Illuminating here means it is knowledge giving. Here the knowledge is very clear. The clarity is more. That's what it means, illuminating. The word that is used is prakashakam. Prakashakam. Prakash. And it frees one from all sinful reactions. So here in this particular mode, there is very less sinful reactions. And here, one can get rid of all sinful reactions also. Those situated in this modes become conditioned by sense of happiness. So here what happens is those who are in this mode of goodness, they have a sense of happiness. Why? Because They are free from sinful reactions. They have clarity in life. Okay, they have clarity in life. They are not taking part in any activity which will degrade them morally, physically, karmically. So they'll be kind of happy. Another happiness is they will have this superior feeling, hmm, that I am following all the rules, regulations. I am a good citizen, a good person. That happiness is there. So that happiness is there, and knowledge. They will have sense of good knowledge. They will know the shastras. They will know how to live. They'll know how to work. They'll know karma, akarma, vikarma. All these things they will know. The living entity is conditioned by material nature of various types. So one is happy, another one is active, and another is helpless. So goodness is where one is happy. Passion, rajagun, is one is active. One is simply active over there. Okay, in active, one may not be happy. Okay, sometimes we are also active, but at that point we are not that happy just being active. Like, let's say if you have to go to shopping and all that, sometimes we find it happiness, sometimes we don't find it happiness, but we have to be active while shopping, while working. Some passion is required. And another is helpless. So this is tamogun. In tamogun, the feeling is helplessness. I don't know what to do. All these types of psychological manifestations are causes of living entities condition status in nature. How they are differently conditioned is explained in the section of Bhagavad Gita. The mode of goodness is first considered. The effect of developing the mode of, see here the word developing is required. Developing is very important. Okay, develop means what? Develop means you can acquire this three mode, this particular mode. You can cultivate it. Okay, you can grow that thing in your body. Hmm? So that is what. So this is only possible with human beings. Okay, we are the only ones who could do such thing. Animals cannot do that. I'll give you a very nice example. There was this woman who was, who became vegetarian. Okay, she became vegetarian. Now, she was an American woman and she became vegetarian. So she thought, okay, vegetarian is good. Now I have a dog. I'll make my dog also vegetarian. So she stopped giving dog, non-vegetarian food, and only vegetarian fruit she was given. So once what happened is, she was at a place and there were other dogs also, and with her friends, and she was telling, I am vegetarian, my dog is also vegetarian. Okay, my dog is also vegetarian. She said like that. He also eats fruits, vegetables. Then the other friend said, no, 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 I don't think. Then she said, let's try. So that other friend, she brought a non-vegetarian food like a chicken or something, a chicken piece, and put it in front of the dog. What do you think the dog did? What do you think?
I think he will eat.
Yeah, he ate it.
Yeah.
So even though she tried so hard to bring mode of goodness, but the body itself is in mode of passion.
Yeah.
So the food that they will choose will also be in passion. But a human being is different. A human being is different. He can choose, and he has the superior knowledge also to be in goodness. Okay. So we find some people, they were born in non-vegetarian families, but then they become vegetarian and they're able to continue and they don't miss it, right? There are so many examples like that. But with animals, we'll never find this thing because they are not able to develop it. Okay, I hope this point is clear.
Yes.
The representative type is Brahmana. So a mode of goodness, Sattva Gun, is a Brahman. So the Brahman, the Pandits, they are supposed to be in mode of goodness. The sense happiness is due to understanding in mode of goodness, one or more or less is free from sinful reaction. See, a pandit or a brahmana, you know, they are more or less free from sinful action. Like they know what is to be done, what is not to be done. They'll be self-controlled. Okay, they'll control their mind and senses. They won't fall down to vices, to bad habits, right? So they are morely most of the time in mode of goodness. In today's world, also we find those who are philosophers, poets, and scientists. You will find more or less they are not into sinful reactions. They will live a very good life. So they also are in mode of goodness. Actually, in the Vedic literature, it is said that the mode of goodness means greater knowledge and a greater sense of happiness. The difficulty here, so now it's a mode. Mode means it's a guna. Guna means rope. Guna means rope. Um, let's see. Okay. Ah, yeah. So there can be various chains, you know. There can be a gold chain, a silver chain, and an iron chain. Okay. Now this chain can be, around us. Okay. It will be like, a prisoner, like, a prisoner in chain. If I say like that. Hmm?
Yeah.
So it can be iron chain, it can be gold chain, it can be silver chain. But is the prisoner free? Is the
No,
prisoner free?
no, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
He chained.
Yeah, it is chained. So even this mode of goodness, right, even though it gives some happiness, there is a difficulty that that the soul is still chained in it. Okay, it is not free. So that's why there is a difficulty. What is the difficulty? The difficulty here is that the living entity is situated in mode of goodness. He becomes conditioned to feel that he's advanced in knowledge. He's better than others. Just because he doesn't do any sinful activity, doesn't break law, is a good citizen, he thinks I am superior to others. That thought is the problem. In this way, he becomes conditioned. The best examples are scientists and philosophers. Each one is very proud of his knowledge, and because see, pride comes, and when pride comes in oneself, right, there is a big chance that one will fall down, right? One will do some mistake. Immediately when pride comes, so that is the problem. Because they generally improve the living conditions, they feel a sort of material happiness. This sense of advanced happiness in conditioned life makes them bound by mode of goodness. As such, they are attracted towards working in mode of goodness, and as long as they have attraction for working in that way, they have to take some type of body in the mode of nature, in the modes of nature. Thus, there is no likelihood of liberation. Okay, the problem is if the pride comes, if they want to keep themselves in mode of goodness, sattva gun, then they won't think about liberation. They'll think this is very nice life, right? I am a good citizen. This is a very nice life. Like, a prisoner in the prison, if he's acting good, then the jailer won't trouble him much. And then the prisoner thinks, okay, I'm free now. Is he really free from the prison? No, right? He's still within the prison. He may be free within the prison, but not completely free. So that is the problem. Mode of goodness is that it doesn't give inspiration for liberation or being transferred to the spiritual world. One may repeatedly become a philosopher, scientist, poet, and repeatedly become entangled in some disadvantages of birth and death. But due to the illusion of material energy, one thinks that this sort of life is pleasant. This sort of life is pleasant. I'm happy here. Like I show you there this picture that I have. Hmm. Person is in the prison, but he's feeling hot. So what he does, by his good behavior, he brings a air conditioner, and he feels now cold, and he says, "This is very nice." So this is the thought process of mode of goodness. This is the problem, the difficulty of mode of goodness. It is not making him think that actually he needs to come out of this prison. Then only he'll be completely happy. But this mode of goodness is the best position to take one to liberation. Therefore, one has to come to this mode of goodness. Okay, so in that way, it is advantageous, but it can it can entangle one. So one has to keep focus on spiritual life like that. Otherwise, mode of goodness is also entangling. Rajo Rajamati.
Lokam Trishna Sangha Samudbhavam.
Rajo Rajatmikam Vidhi Trishna Sanga Samudbhavan Tan Nimnanti Konteya Karma Sangena Dehinam. The mode of passion is born of unlimited desires and longing, O son of Kunti, and because of this, the embodied living entity is bound to fruitive actions. The Rajogun is unlimited desires and longing. I want this, I want that, I want to become this, I want to become that. All these thoughts, processes, desires, everything is because of mode of passion. Because of mode of passion, he is bound to material fruitive actions. He has to keep doing karma. He has to keep doing karma. The mode of passion is characterized by attraction between man and woman. Woman has attraction for man, man has attraction for woman. This is called mode of passion. This is one example that has been taken. Attraction between man and woman. This is in passion. When the mode of passion is increased, one develops hankering for material enjoyment. He wants to enjoy sense gratification. For sense gratification, and man in mode of passion wants some order in society and nation. He wants to have a happy family life, nice children, wife, house, etc. These are products of mode of passion. As long as one is hankering after these things, he has to work very hard. Passion means you have to work very hard. Okay. Therefore, it is clearly stated herein that he becomes associated with the fruits of actions of his activities and thus become bound by such activities. In order to please his wife, children, society, to keep up his prestige, one has to work. See, this is all okay. There is no problem in doing this. Okay. What is the problem? Therefore, the whole material world is more or less in mode of passion. Modern civilization is considered to be advanced in the standard mode of passion. Formerly, the advanced condition was considered to be in mode of goodness. If there is no liberation of these, for these in mode of goodness, what to speak of those who are entangled in mode of passion? If one is simply working hard, then one will never think about liberation. What are the four goals of human life according to the Vedas?
Dharma, Arth, Kama, Moksha.
Yes. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha.
Prabhuji, what is this software which you are using for writing? This is very
This is,
nice.
this is Notepad. Notepad
Notepad.
plus this.
Okay, okay. This is because it is giving line numbers. Very nice. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So, goal for human life, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Okay. For Artha, if one is only after Artha and Kama, which is mode of passion, right? Mode of passion is what? The Kama. enjoying, and artha. Artha means money, economics, like that. So then one can easily forget moksha. Why? Because one will think, okay, I will keep working hard and I will earn and I will be happy in this world with my family members, etc. Right? So, mode of passion keeps oneself in this fruitive action and entangles oneself in just karma, enjoying. And then one loses track of moksha. Like that it is. In tamas, again one is behind karma only. And that time also one loses view of moksha. In mode of goodness, sattva gun, one is not so much in karma and artha. One is always in dharma, agreed. But if he thinks himself to be proud, because of thinking oneself to be proud, one loses focus on moksha. One is happy to be proud. Like if you achieve something in life, you are proud, right? You're that's a feeling of happiness, isn't it? Like when remember when you gave your 12th grade or engineering and all that, when you achieve certain thing, it gives you some happiness. There is no doubt in it. But if one is focusing on that happiness, then one forgets, the future, what is to be done, right? One is only in that happiness only. So yeah, these are the problems that they say, condition and all that. Okay. Any question or comment you can ask me. तमस्तव अज्ञानजं विधि मोहनं सर्वदेहिना प्रमादलस्य निद्रावस
तत् निबध्नाति भारत।
तन्निबनाति भारत.
तम-
O son of Bharata, know the mode of darkness born of ignorance is delusion of all embodied living entities. The result of this mode are madness, indolence, sleep, which bind the conditioned soul. So this tamas, what it does is it gives some illusion, false understanding to the living entity, because of which three things happen. He acts like a mad person, he becomes lazy, and he is more interested in sleep. Okay. In this verse, a specific application of word two is very significant. This means that the mode of ignorance is very peculiar qualification of the embodied soul. The mode of ignorance is just the opposite of mode of goodness. In the mode of goodness, by development of knowledge, one can understand what is what. But in the mode of ignorance, it is just the opposite. Everyone is under the spell of mode of ignorance, becomes mad. A mad man cannot understand what is what. Like, if you have seen a drunkard, have anybody seen a drunkard on the road?
Yes, Prabhu.
The way they will walk and the way they will sit somewhere, and they'll think that, oh, this place is very nice place, but actually they are sitting in some garbage or gutter. And they'll think this is very nice place, so they don't know what is what. Instead of making advancement, one becomes degraded. The definition of mode of ignorance is stated in the Vedic literature. Under the spell of ignorance, one cannot understand the thing as it is. For example, everyone can see that his father has died, therefore he will also die. Sorry, his grandfather has died, therefore he will also die. Man is mortal. The children that he conceives will also die. So death is sure, but still people are madly accumulating. See, the point is madness, okay? Madly accumulating money and working hard all day and night, not caring for the eternal spirit. See, we need to understand this statement. Are the Vedas saying that you should not earn money, you should not work hard? No. Vedas are saying that don't be madly after such things. Because if you go mad after money and working hard, then you won't care for the eternal spirit, then you won't care for your soul. This is madness. See, Arjuna, after Mahabharata, after hearing Bhagavad Gita, he also fought, right? He also fought in the battle. 18 days, the battle happened for 18 days, right? Mahabharata war, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
So, Arjuna killed 60 lakh people. Personally, he killed 60 lakh people.
Indolence.
So, isn't like he had to work hard, right? To get that. So, it was mode of passion. Agreed. But at the same time, after the war, he was not carried away by all that. Okay? He still continued his spiritual life. That's the thing we need to understand. That he was not madly into that. When madness comes, right, one simply forgets. In their madness, they are very reluctant to make advancement in spiritual understanding. Such people are very lazy. When they are invited to associate, see here, lazy means what? They are lazy for spiritual endeavors. But if you tell them to do material endeavor, they may be very active. Okay. So when they are invited to associate for spiritual understanding, they are not much interested. They are not even active like a man who is controlled by mode of passion. Thus, another symptom of one embodied in the mode of ignorance is that he sleeps more than required. 6 hours of sleep is sufficient. Okay, here it is said 6 hours, but some may require 7 hours, 8 hours. Okay, but too much of sleep is a problem. But a man in mode of ignorance sleeps at least 10 to 12 hours a day. See, only a baby is okay to sleep this much, right? You must have had experience of your baby. The
Yes,
baby,
Prabhu.
yeah, but that is fine for a baby. If a grown-up man or a young child is sleeping 10 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours is a problem, right? You will see such a people are, kind of lazy. Such a person appears to be always dejected and is addicted to intoxicants and sleeping. These are symptoms of a person conditioned by mode of ignorance.
So, Prabhuji, when
Yeah,
people are seeing performance and anything, they say that you're lacking passion. You should have passion.
yeah, yeah, agreed.
So, so it is like highlighted as the biggest thing in the life, passion.
Yes,
Whereas
yes.
the passion is not so good.
Okay, okay. The understanding is not that way.
Yeah.
Inherently, is passion good or bad?
Yeah.
Or,
Yes,
or,
Prabhuji.
or let's say, is earning money good or bad?
Hmm.
Let's put this question, na? Passion, earning money, right? Is good or bad? What is your answer?
It's good, Prabhu.
Yeah,
Okay, some
it's
are saying it's good, some are saying it's bad. Or anybody saying it's bad?
probably good only. It's good because you can use for something. If you have money.
Okay, you qualified it saying that okay, good till it is being used for good purpose,
Yeah, for
right?
benefit. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, there are many smugglers. They are also earning money.
Yeah.
Is it good?
No, Prabhu.
Why?
For them, it is good because their motive is to earn.
Okay.
But for society and for in overall, it is not good because very soon they will die with the bad causes.
It's ill social. It's
Yes.
criminal,
Yeah.
right? It's ill
Yes. Yes.
social. Um, you can say criminal.
Criminal, yeah,
You can
unlawful,
say it is sinful also.
sinful. Yes.
Hmm. So the answer for earning money is never straightforward. It is to be looked through the lens of its purpose.
Hmm.
If the purpose is aligned with dharma, then it is good. If it is not aligned with dharma, then it is bad. Same way, if we take passion, see, this is what I was explaining. Arjuna killed how many people? 60 lakh. See how much passion is required to kill one person. What to speak of 60 lakh people, right?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
But was it good or not?
Good, because he was fighting in the battle.
Good, because it was dharma.
Yeah.
It was aligned with dharma. So, what is the dharma of killing? Can you tell me?
Dharma.
Dharma of killing means what are
Killing.
the various reasons why we can kill a person? What do you think are the various reasons that killing is allowed?
Like, if some criminal, like, no, if you are, first thing is, yeah, criminal, if you are there,
Okay, if there's any criminal,
then some self-defense.
self-defense. So yeah,
Then if somebody is like
protecting the weak,
protecting, yeah, protecting,
protecting the weak from the evil,
yeah,
right?
yes, yes,
So
Prabhuji.
these are general understanding. Now we will go to chapter number 1. Hmm. See, the word is aggressors. Okay, there are 6 kinds of aggressors: a poison giver, one who sets fire to the house, one who attacks with deadly weapon, one who plunders riches, one who occupies another land, and one who kidnaps a wife.
Mm.
If there are such aggressors, they have to be killed, and there is no sin in killing such aggressors. See, this is Vedic injunction. Okay, so when Arjuna was killing, whom he was killing? Whom do you think he was killing among these
The,
aggressors?
yeah, this land acquire plunders this
Yeah.
land.
And
Number five, one who, no, not five,
yes, yes.
another
Number
land, yeah,
5, number 6 also. Jayadratha
Six.
yeah,
kidnapped,
Yes.
insulted Draupadi, right?
yeah, yeah, correct.
And third also.
Third also, correct.
Deadly weapons, right? Because he was attacked by deadly weapons. So he has to respond, right?
Even two also sets
Even
fire.
two also, yes. They were put in that firehouse, right? It
Yes,
was made
yes,
of
yes,
wax.
yes, yes.
Wax. Yeah.
And first, who was
Poison,
given
yeah.
poison?
Bhima was given
Bhima
poison.
was given poison, right?
Yeah.
And
All,
their
all.
riches and whatever richness they had was plundered by whom? Duryodhan. He took their land and riches.
All six reason valid, Prabhuji.
Yes. So it is dharmic, right, to kill
Yeah,
for Arjuna.
that's right.
Oh, what did I do?
Oh,
Huh.
is it lost? Oh, it's done. Oh,
Ah.
okay.
Hmm. So this is how in the Vedic times they would know when to fight, how to fight, what is the purpose to fight, and all that. See, till today we are following these rules. Okay,
Mm.
right? For anybody with this 6, he's been termed as criminal, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still today this rule has been followed. Aggressor's rule has been followed.
Yeah.
Okay, now coming back to your question, is passion good or bad? Then it depends on the purpose.
Hmm.
So that's why I was explaining that the most important word is madly accumulating wealth. That madness is not required. Okay, you got the point?
Yeah, Prabhuji, yes.
Yes.
But these
So,
today's management people or the,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Agreed,
I mean,
agreed.
they have to be taught.
Huh, yeah, yeah. They have to be taught.
Hmm.
See, the thing is, na, those who are into this madly accumulation of wealth and all that, right?
Yeah.
They themselves are not happy.
Yeah, that you told Prabhuji because already they are in tamas, so they cannot
Yeah,
be happy.
yeah. Agreed, like, they themselves have problems in life,
Yeah.
health problems or relationship problems and all this, you know, and they are not satisfied also.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So all this satisfaction, good health, this is sign of mode of goodness, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So there are people who earn money, but they are in mode of goodness. They
Yes,
will do a
yes.
lot of charity.
Right, right.
Like they will we will see that they will do a lot of charity. They will live very simple. There won't be any extravagance lifestyle. Like recently one industrialist died, right? Can you name that industrialist?
Tata, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Ratan Tata, right?
Ratan
His
Tata.
life was kind of very simple only.
Yeah.
After his death, we came to know that he had a few hundreds of crores.
Yeah, yeah, Prabhuji.
But if you see him living him, he was not living the way Karodpati lives, right?
True, true,
And
Prabhuji.
he would give so much of charity, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
So see, you can earn money. There is no problem. What you have to do after that? Last time also tell, na? See, Krishna used the word loka sangraha. Loka sangraha means welfare of the people.
Hmm.
So we discussed this last time that uh, karma yoga. Hmm. In karma yoga, one does all the activities as in passion, but as a duty, in a detached manner, thinking that I am not the doer, and for welfare of all beings, and ultimately the Supreme Lord. Getting?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So one question. So in the management schools,
Hmm.
because they teach in a wrong way actually, because they tell that by anyhow you have to get success. Success means whatever is your KPI results.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So
Hmm.
rather than like teaching like you have to do your work in a more perfect way, rather you focus on your results. So that passion I think they are telling in terms of the results. So it's a little wrong sided education in the management schools.
Yeah. See, they, right now, even these management schools are also understanding
Yeah.
that it is not that they just have to get their results by any hook or crook way.
Mm.
Okay, so you will see that they are teaching about soft skills, about integrity, right? About
Right.
ethics, morality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a very interesting topic you have raised. There is a very, I mean, there are many studies for that, but there was one company named Enron
Mm.
in 2001,
Yeah.
and there are many documentaries. There are many documentaries how they earned money and what kind of scams they were doing. Okay, ultimately they all got caught. This two-person got caught. He died. He got released few years back, and there was one CFO. Here in between this CFO, right?
Mhm.
He also went to jail, but after coming from jail, he he accepted that he did a big mistake. Okay, he
Mm.
acted immorally and all that. So nowadays, his aim is to teach in management schools about ethics.
Ah, that's nice.
So after going through bad things, they have understood what to do, like that. So
Yep.
in India also we have so many examples, na? Satyam and all that, Satyam computers, so many problematic things they did, na?
Yeah, yeah.
So they are understanding. So they are taking, of course, help from scriptures, help from practical experiences. Okay, so we will go forward. Hmm? Verse number 9. सत्वं सुखे संजयति राजकर्माणि भारतः ज्ञानम आवृत्य तु तमः प्रमादे संजयति उत. Oh, son of Bharata, the mode of goodness conditions one to happiness. Passion conditions one to fruitive actions. Ignorance covers one's knowledge, binds one to madness. So, mode of goodness is satisfied by his work or intelligence pursuit, just as philosopher, scientist, educator may be engaged in particular field of knowledge and may be satisfied in that way. A man in mode of passion may be engaged in fruitive activities. He owns as much as he can and spends for good causes. See, acharyas are now telling now. He spends for good causes. Sometimes he tries to open hospitals, give charity. These are signs of one in mode of passion. Okay. So here it is not unrestricted mode of passion. It is controlled mode of passion. Otherwise, one will not be able to give, right? He won't be able to give charity at all, isn't it? So this is
Yes, Prabhu.
control. If he has controlled passion, then we will see him doing good things. And mode of ignorance covers knowledge. In mode of ignorance, whatever one does is neither good for him nor for anyone. Okay. Okay. Verse number 10. Rajas tamas chabhya sattvam bhavati bharata rajas sattvam tamas chaiva tamas sattvam rajas tatha. Sometimes mode of goodness, okay, this is very interesting thing. Sometimes mode of goodness becomes prominent, defeating the mode of passion and ignorance, O son of Bharata. And sometimes the mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance, and other times ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there is always competition for supremacy. Now we come to know about mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. Fine. But can you guarantee that one will always be in mode of goodness? Our practical experience is what? Difficult, right?
Very difficult, yeah, Prabhu.
Yeah, this is the reason. Because the modes are fighting with each other. There is a competition for supremacy. Because of which certain modes will be at a superior position, you know, then they will defeat the other modes. Like that. So, let's see. Yeah. So, this is a very nice table that I had made. Can you see?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. See, like I said, let's take the time.
Prabhuji, maybe little, you
Just
can
one
zoom
minute.
in. Yeah,
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
you can zoom.
Can you
Yes,
please
yes.
zoom in a bit? Okay.
Uh,
Yes, Prabhu. Better now.
hmm?
Yeah, this better.
Okay.
Temple, garden, forest, yeah.
Let's focus on time. Let's focus on this one line and we'll understand what happens basically. Okay. Hmm?
The
Highlighted.
post,
Now if you
yeah.
see, mode of goodness is there in every element. So if you take day, time, food, place, music, everything, the three modes are there in it. Hmm? Let's take the time. You will see mode of goodness is most of the time before sunrise. Before sunrise, we are not so active, we are not so passionate, isn't it? We are kind of, good things like we can do some exercise, meditation, yoga, right? But let's say after 10 o'clock in the morning, there is a urge to eat, urge to do something, urge to work. So passion slowly comes. And then ignorance comes after 8 p.m., 9 p.m. How do we know ignorance comes?
Uh,
Sleep.
Sleep. So you see, at sleep, if I tell you to do meditation, yoga, is it possible?
no, Prabhuji.
In the afternoon, if I tell you to sleep, it won't be considered good, right? ये क्या सोने
Yeah.
का टाइम है, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So at the time of passion, the other two modes are defeated. At the time of ignorance, the other two modes are defeated. At the time of goodness, the other two modes are defeated. You getting? Same way, if we take place, garden, a temple, a forest, these are very good places, right? Like you feel good, you feel peaceful. What is passion? If you go to office, you won't feel peaceful. Restaurants, movie theaters, cities, do you feel peaceful? No, right?
No, no, Prabhuji, no.
And ignorance, bars, meats, alcohol, gambling casinos, disco pubs, you can't feel good only over there. It will be ignorance, it will be little bit madness out there. Same way, if you take music, three types of music are there: classical, hip hop, or heavy metal, disco, right? If it is classical music, we feel good, right? We don't feel
Yeah,
agitated.
yeah,
But if
Prabhuji.
it is disco dance, then we feel agitated, right? Toot, toot, toot,
Yes.
toot, 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 toot. That
Yeah,
noise that is there na 31st December.
yeah, very, very well.
You say, what is happening? I am not able to sleep. Right? So it is like an ignorance passion like that. Same way, they take example of the food. By eating fruits, vegetable, grain, milk, do you feel drunk? Do you feel drunk?
No.
No, right? But you take wine, you take alcohol, you will feel mad. Isn't it?
Yeah, yes, yes,
And passion
Prabhuji.
is spicy, hot, pungent, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
So the
Prabhuji.
three modes are fighting with each other, okay? And what time comes, what day comes, what object comes, that particular mode will be on the higher position. Now it can be sattva, it can be rajas, it can be tamas, right? So like this, we can take every activity and we can see, okay, what is goodness, what is rajas, what is tamas. And now, by using this table, we can move towards goodness. So sleep is technically tamas, but in sattva, it is sleeping at night 6 to 8 hours, right time, okay, after 8:30 p.m. So if we do this, then we are sleeping, we are accessing the ignorance, but under the guidance of the goodness. So we are not falling down to madness, we are falling to good sleep. So like this, we can take each and every object and we can see what is in goodness, what is in rajas, what is in tamas, and we can move towards goodness. Getting?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So this is the knowledge. This is superior knowledge of the material energy. Okay, how the material energy is there, but now by this knowledge you get intelligence of what to choose and what to reject. Getting? You get to
Yes.
know what is to be chosen, what is to be rejected, and that helps, right? that helps to be in goodness, that helps to be in the happiness that is conditioned here, that helps to be in peaceful, and then one can easily focus to spiritual life. Hmm? Because then in sattva you can be balanced, you can be a positive, you can peace, you can have clarity, you can be creative. It won't be like tamas where there is agitation, anxiety, or tamas when there is dark delusion, depression. You can choose now. Any questions?
Stable summary is very good, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Marriage, dharmic, respectful. Yeah, very Prabhuji,
Yeah,
very nice.
everything we can go. So the sages, the sadhus, they would know all this, and then they would choose what is to be, what how to be in sattva in various situations in life. See, technically we have to keep our eating, sleeping, mating, defending in sattva. In sattva gun, how to keep our eating in goodness? By eating vegetarian food,
Hmm.
eating, sleeping, sleep at the right time for the right amount of time, like that. Defending, defending, has multiple meanings. You defend for this dharmic rules,
Yeah.
and you protect yourself, you know, in a proper way, not excessively, but in a proper way. And then mating, how to keep mating in mode of goodness? Do you know?
Uh, for getting children. That's it.
Getting children is fine. In passion also one can get children.
Yeah.
So in sattva it is called garbhadan sanskar.
Gardhan sanskar.
Yeah, the technical word is garbhadan sanskar, where husband and wife, they prepare their consciousness before mating to attract a soul who is dharmically and spiritually inclined, who is good in nature. That is garbhadan sanskar. Okay. Actually, sex life is what? It is in passion,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But you can keep it in goodness. Hmm? You can keep it in goodness by doing Garbhadan Sanskar. Okay? Any questions? Yeah. Any questions?
So, Prabhuji, sex life is covered under marriage, correct? In this
Yes,
table,
yes. Yeah. Sex
under
life is
marriage.
covered under marriage. It is covered under Garbhadan Sanskar.
Namaskar. Hmm.
Okay? It is not just marriage, because many people just marry also. Then when
Yeah.
they have child, they say, oh, this was unplanned.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But Garbhadan Sanskar is planning. It is the Vedic way of family planning. It is not that
Hmm.
Vedas don't have family planning. If you read in detail Garbhadan Sanskar, there are many books actually. Nowadays, Ayurvedic Garbhadan Sanskar books are there. You will be surprised, that it takes care of, so many things. You can see, like this one, I had access to. See, it is nothing to do with like, sex life, but to, have a good child, healthy child, both materially and spiritually. This is Garbhadan Sanskar. It is not Kama Sutra. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So, like that, eating, sleeping, mating, defending can be kept in mode of goodness. Okay. Going back to our verse. Yeah, let's finish this. So, the three modes are fighting with each other. When the mode of passion is prominent, the mode of goodness, ignorance are defeated. When goodness is there, passion is defeated. Like that. The competition is always going on. Therefore, one who actually intends on advancing in Krishna consciousness has to transcend these three modes. Spiritualist has to transcend the three modes, okay? He has to keep himself in mode of goodness, and from there he has to transcend. The prominence of certain modes of nature is manifested in one's dealing, in activities, eating, etc. In all this explained in later chapters. But if one wants, he can develop a practice mode of goodness. See, we have to develop mode of goodness and thus defeat passion and ignorance. One can similarly develop passion and defeat goodness and ignorance, and otherwise. Although there are three modes of material nature, if one is determined, he can be blessed by mode of goodness. So we have to come to mode of goodness and then transcend the mode of goodness to pure goodness, which is called Vasudeva state or Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva is a pure goodness, a state in which one can understand the science of God by manifestation of particular activities. It can be understood in what mode of nature one is situated. So in this pure goodness state, now one is actually on the bhakti level satisfying Krishna. That is pure goodness. Okay, to practice pure spirituality where Krishna is pleased, one has to come to this Vasudeva state or Shuddha Sattva. Okay. Uh,
Prabhuji, the word determined is used here. So,
where? Huh.
so
If
yeah.
one is determined, he can be blessed by. Yes, you're right. With determination,
So,
we can get more of goodness.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, in the 18th chapter now, many more things are explained. These three modes are again explained. I'll just show you. We talked about determination, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So determination is also in three modes. We'll read this in 18th chapter, 35 verse. It that determination is unbreakable, sustained by steadfastness in yoga, practice, control of mind, of activities, life, and senses. In passion is where that determination is only after dharma, artha, kama, but not after moksha. Okay, there is require. See, one has to be determined for dharma, artha, kama also, na. It is not like they don't achieve this without determination. They also have determination. Smugglers and all that, they also have determination. Thieves and all that, they are also very determined, right? But it is in mode of passion. And here, the mode of ignorance and determination is not beyond dreaming. One is only dreaming. One is fearful, lamentation, moroseness, illusion. Like this, understanding, knowledge, work, action, all this can be in three modes. Okay. Any questions or comments? Any questions or comments? Okay. So then,
So Prabhuji,
yeah,
material nature when we call, that means it is composed of three modes.
three modes: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence,
Ah, okay.
and false ego.
Okay.
Mahat Tattva.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no more question, and we'll stop here. Hmm?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.